Hi guys, Higher Maths Recurrence Relations Exercise 15D, looking at the limit of a sequence. Question 7. So a gardener plants a number of fast-growing trees between his and his neighbour's garden. The trees are expected to grow 0.7 metres taller each year. The gardener decides to trim the top 20% off the height of the trees at the start of every year. Part A, to what height will the trees grow in the long run? Okay, so in the long run is basically telling us to find a limit. The gardener is trimming 20% off the height of the trees at the start of every year. So if he's removing 20%, he'll be left with 80%. So the recurrence relation would be un plus 1 equals 0.8 un, again because it's 80% of what was originally there, plus 0.7 because the trees will grow 0.7 meters each year. So let's have a go at finding the limit. So we have the 0.7, so it's b over 1 minus a, isn't it? So b 0.7, a 0.8, and we must make this statement. If we don't, we're throwing away a mark in any assessment you will ever do related to the limit of a sequence. So a limit exists as -1 is less than 0.8 is less than 1. So substitute in 0.7 over 0.2, we can do that without a calculator, multiply top and bottom by 10, we get 7 over 2 meters, which is 3.5 meters. So the trees will grow to a height of 3.5 meters over time. Part B, his neighbour is worried that the trees are growing at an alarming rate and wants the height of the trees restricted to 2.5 meters. What is the minimum percentage that will need to be trimmed from the trees each year to meet this condition? So we're basically told there that the limit needs to be 2.5, so we have the limit of b over 1 minus a. So the limit will be 2.5. The trees will still be growing at a height of 0.7 meters each year. So it's the value of a that we're going to work out. So we've substituted in. Multiply both sides of the equation by 1 minus a, or essentially we're just cross-multiplying up here, and expand our bracket. So 2.5 minus 2.5a equals 0.7. So subtract 2.5 from both sides. Divide both sides by negative 2.5, and we're left with 1.8 over 2.5, which if we grab a calculator would come out as 0.72, or we could have multiplied top and bottom by 10 to get 18/25, which is 72%, multiplying top and bottom by 4. Okay, so there's going to be 72% remaining, so they need to trim 28% off. Okay, so there'll be 72% remaining, but the question's asking how much needs to be trimmed off. That'll be 100 minus 72, which is 28%.